Hey there, welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. My name is Dr. Nought. We're gonna finish Act 3 today. So I have to imagine we're pretty close to the end, so this might not be the longest episode. Of course, you know how long it is. I don't right now. Act 3, Scene 10. We're back in the Hall of the Mountain King. So let's wrap this up, shall we, and figure out what's going on. So it looks like that with Xanadu they can create a cave system? I don't know. But let's talk to Lula first, because, you know, you've been looking for her, and now she's down here. Donald, you really did go deeper into the caves. Well, you were easy enough to find. I met a few of your former assistants. One can't help but hear things. So this is what became of our project. Oh, I've made some additions. Joseph stole the data tapes for the first half, so I've had some blank spots to fill. Yes, I know. He published his version, actually. I'm sorry to report that it's a bit tediously sentimental. We found your doctor. Oh good, yes. You're looking not well, to be honest. You smell like a distillery. Have you been drinking? Let's go. Shannon looks on the easily at Conway. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you had been. It's so dim here. So you found the address data. Just pass it over to Donald here. Donald, will you be a dear and crunch these numbers? We're looking to sort out a street named Collision Dogwood Drive. Wasn't the Bureau going to process it? I insist. I have cycles to spare. I'll just pack up my pipe and get to work. Or pack my pipe and get to work. And get to it, jeez. It should only be an hour or so. Andrew will carry it over to... I'll be at the Bureau for the rest of the night. Just mark it private materials for the attention of Senior Clerk Chamberlain. How do we get to the Bureau from here? The bridge! Yes, the bridge. Through the gate over there. Now we too recede into history. Good night, Donald. Shannon, meet me at the Bureau and we'll get you on your way. Head counterclockwise to the cathode ray. Then turn around. Then it's just clockwise until you find the Bureau. Okay. Between us, I think you should drive. Yeah, I mean, that leg's not looking good, huh? Oh, and plus he's probably drunk. Is that what we're getting at here? Alright, let's head out. And down. Is that Conway's leg? Like that sound, like that mechanical sound? I think so. Well, definitely just talk to Blue. Thanks for waiting, Blue. You were gone a bit longer than expected. It'll be okay, Blue. What happened up there? I'm actually not sure. Very mysterious, ma'am. Alright, so counterclockwise. Let's head into the night. Counterclockwise, let's read this again. Counterclockwise till we hit something. No. No, wait. Wait, where's the, Okay, I think it's counterclockwise, so we hit the cathode ray, right? rope. And then we just, yeah, there it is. Cathode ray. Then we turn back around. So we hit the bureau. That's the cat carrier. What the hell? The backpack. That's not promising that it's the tape recorder again. What is this supposed to be? So if I go this way, let's see what happens. Do I hit the tape recorder if I go this way? I think we messed this up. No, okay, so there's the rope. The cathode ray. We don't have the information here. Oh, I should sleep now. Sleep. Perfect. Lost? It's no shame. I'll take over. I'm fine. Maybe we need someone to take over for that to happen, do we? Let's see. Yeah, maybe we do. Maybe we actually do. It's just a big puzzle, right? I've got it. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I think the change in driver does something. Yeah, weird. Alright. Act 3, Scene 11. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Always talk to Blue. Who the hell? Oh, that's Junebug. Yeah. Hey, you see that cat over there? Looked like she just washed up. I bet she swam, haha. Okay. To reception. Hit the bell. Lula. Here you are. Mary Ann has the rest of the evening off, so I'm minding the desk. Any word on the address? Results just came by in the courier, or just came in by courier. Good news. Donald and his assistants were able to sort through the noise. I had Rick cross-reference the results against some of our records. He found a corresponding mail stop on the Echo River route. As it happens, the night ferry is scheduled to make its stop here shortly. The ferryman carries the mail and collects the garbage as well. I'm sure you can catch a ride out that way. You're welcome to wait here. I have to get back to packing. Are you going somewhere? I might. I'm feeling impulsive, and I'd like to be ready. Maybe back to Mexico. It's been years. They still have one of my sculptures in a museum down there, did you know? Big, ugly iron thing. Time to have it scrapped anyway. Safe travels. Try to stay out of the water. It's colder than it looks, and deep. Oh, so there's water out here. Oh, these are like... Look, here's the boat dock right here. Here's the cat. Can we actually go down there? No. So let's go... No, go back. Where are you going? Okay, that works. Let's wait. How long do we have to wait? Who knows? Alright, what happened? Conway, up to you. It's okay, you can tell them. It doesn't matter anymore. Fine. So we were in that graveyard. Oh, yeah, that. I thought he was talking about his leg. No, tell us. You better tell us. Or tell us. Maybe that's the intermission. Or not. Act 3, Scene 12. Are we going to the graveyard? I want to know what happened in the graveyard. Where the strangers come from. Perfect. We're going to the graveyard. This is what happened. Okay, so here's everybody, and we're gonna split up probably, right? Well, this can't be right. Looks like an old church. It's muddy. We'll do the same thing we said before. Yeah, that's what he said. Crystals and then mud. Okay. I want to stay outside. Okay. I'll stay with them. We can look for lizards. Okay, we'll make it quick. Let's go. They did make it really quick, too. These two only had like a pretty short conversation, and they were back out, so... Sit. Let's look at the floor. The church floor is cold metal, scuffed and flexed by unknown boot heels. Okay, can we find anything, or are we just gonna sit still? A handmade apparatus for the production of moonshine, assembled from scavenged metal and natural materials. Okay, it's like a alcohol still. The distillery thing. I guess we'll go sit down. I don't know what I expected. The strangers, he kept saying. Kinda vague already, isn't it? Donald's a stranger. Hell, you and I are practically strangers. Listen, earlier in the mine, I didn't want to talk about it, but... What did you find down there? When I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing a pretty simple tube repair, flipping through channels to check the saturation, and she was just there. It was kind of horrible. I mean, I told you she disappeared. Suddenly, ran away. But we thought she was dead. Yeah, I guess I don't like to say it. Dead. And then, the next time I flipped to channel 2, Weaver. It's burned in my vision now. She's standing in a room, the walls are a blank kind of gray. There's tape on the walls like markings, and desks. A classroom, maybe? The camera is in the corner, so it's a sort of 45-degree angle into the room. And there's Weaver right in the center of the picture. I stopped turning the dial. Hell, I think I stopped breathing. Eventually, she spoke. There was no real sound, just this awful hum. I read the closed captions. She said to go to the mine. I'd find something there. I can't remember her exact words. Whenever I try, I get distracted. Fuzzy. It's so dusty in here, right? I hadn't noticed. Maybe it's me. I'm kind of allergic to... What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Must have been the church or something. I don't want to go sit outside until we see what's going on. What's that? Okay. It's a service door over to the right, and there's a skeleton up front. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. That's kind of what we saw in that Xanadu thing. The stranger activates the tape player slung on his shoulder. A crackly drawl echoes in the room. It is patient and sounds like it should be smiling. My regrets. This is Doolittle. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. You don't see a lot of foot traffic these days. I guess you're here about the job. I'm afraid we only have one opening at the moment. Horrible business. It's, what's this job? Certainly, I'll tell you everything you need to know. I've only just met you, but I feel certain there's a place for you here. I'll just take you over to meet the dispatcher, show you the trucks, get you familiarized. We can converse as we go. What is this place? They have the same type of leg here. Well, it's not an old church. No, I guess not, but still, it all has a kind of reverence to it. And what's that smell? Like bread? Baking bread? Please, follow me. Oh, dear. I have to ask you to step in here a moment. This is for your safety, and adjust your outfits just a bit. There's some protective headwear up on the wall back there. Please remove your shoes and eyeglasses. We don't wear glasses, so that won't be an issue. Well, do us a favor and put on the headwear anyway. Just this way. This guy's got like something on his tag or something. A tag or whatever. What the hell? Wow, check this stuff out. It must be decades old, but it's in perfect condition. How do you think they keep it like that? Maintenance, old man. I bet it's someone's job around here. Probably hard to keep all the dust out, you know, underground. That's why I got into this business, to keep old stuff like this running. Seems like such a shame to let it just fall into ruin, you know? Like that computer back in the cave, Xanadu. Decades of engineering, thousands of years of mathematics and philosophy, all petrified into living stone. How could you just let that fall apart? More new arrivals this evening. Plenty to do. Got to relay the formula. What job are they working? I don't know that it's been settled just yet. You see, sometimes you take on newcomers already in debt to the distillery. What? One of the foremen will find something for them to do. Chip away at their sum until it's all settled. That's what I'm doing here. Chipped away. That's what we're all doing. Chipped away. Like their human part of their body, like their skin? Like, it's like metaphorically chipped away their debt, but they're chipping away their humanity or something? Why is he not moving? Okay. I think I missed the shuttle. Shuttle. Shuttle! Here's the fleet, haha. Oh, we just use these to get around internally. What do you do here? Oh, I'm a copywriter. Text on bottles and flyers, ad copy, that sort of thing. Discerning shades and heart-sick lovers have long known the taste of hard times and held it in favor all over other spirits. That was one of mine. So, the trucks are just east a ways in shipping. You can become acquainted with the dispatcher there. Give me a tap on the shoulder if you see something that catches your eye. Always happy to show off the facilities. Sublime machinery. I don't even know what the hell is going on, but the Hard Times Distillery is here. We can drive around. Might as well take a look at things. Alright, how do I, let's see. Okay, can't go up there. Reverse. I don't know how to get him to actually talk to us. Oh, here we go. What happened? Turn, buddy, turn! Now let's look at the warehouse. Feel that draft of warmth like a summer breeze. This is the aging warehouse. It's heated artificially? 100%. Draws a lot of electricity to tame this cold, rocky cave, I'll tell you that. Of course, we only have half our aging stock in here at any given time. Most distilleries let their whiskey sit in casks through the cycle of seasons. In summer, the wood expands and the whiskey seeps in, picking up flavor. In winter, the wood contracts and squeezes the whiskey back out. Down here, there are no seasons. Each workday proceeds from the last in an unbroken chain of climate control. So we make our own seasons. Each cask alternates in a weekly cycle between the cold ground upstairs and this heated warehouse. Cool. Can't go that way. Computers. Please, don't touch a thing. Very sensitive devices. We're not even allowed to run the formula through them. What's the formula? Eh? Oh, the formula changed our lives. Once, years ago, we were as prisoners to the intricacies of our debts here. We'd have to account for everything on paper. Compounding interest by hand, reassessing amortization, and leveraged asset distributions according to nightly merit decay. Then, she stepped out of the dark caves to show us the light of the formula. She had a brilliant grasp of mathematics and a saint-like way of speaking right through the numbers. Now, we just plug our daily numbers into the formula and run it all through the adding machine. We occasionally suffer some surplus drift, but she instructed us on all the necessary adjustments. It was devastating to see our revered mathematician go. She was needed elsewhere. Her legacy abides. What do these computers do? Temperatures, pressures, wear, tear, acidity, supply levels, any and all attending numbers in need of crunching, and so on. Am I boring you yet? Are you simply dying of boredom? I myself could discuss this matter past sunrise. We're trying to fix this old computer in the caves. Of course, I'm boring you. Let's move on. Oh, he just completely ignores us. What's this about? More of these old computers. Looks like about the same vintage as that stuff in the cave. What's this little screen for? Oh wow, good eye. This is an XY monitor. They use them in oscilloscopes and arcade games. Or they used to, anyway. It's rare stuff. Hey, is this like an antiquing with Lisette for you? Haha. I probably sound kind of ridiculous waxing on about vacuum tubes. Well, that was weird. And oscilloscopes. It's good to have a passion. Yeah, I guess it is. Someday you'll have to tell me what yours is. Okay. Like, does this hit? Oh, Jesus Christ. How goes the mystery, Danny? Danny's an enigma. He leases an old van from our fleet for some time and some kind of daily art project. He drives out every morning and comes back by evening smelling of propellants. Can't afford the lease in cash, so he pays us with work here. What the hell? So like this, and then I can see people? Ted, oh my god, we're gonna have to go through every person here? How's it looking, Ted? Get that new fan installed? Ted met one of our engineers at a bar some years ago, and they just clicked. Our engineer told him about some trouble with the equipment here, and he felt compelled to take a crack at it. Ted's been obsessively tuning, replacing and upgrading ever since. What a project, Ted. You'll get ahead of it one day, I'm sure. Alright, I'm sure we could talk to every single person, if that's the right word, here, and maybe get an achievement for that, but I'm not going to do that. Can we go up there? Just like we could probably explore and hit every single, you know, event, and probably get an achievement for that. And maybe that'll happen naturally. What in the hell? So I guess these are like before and after? Oh my. The new casks look like they could be used for anything. Yeah, before they get all warped and stained. You really can't undo that, can you? No way to clean them after the aging process, I mean. It's a one-way street. What are they actually aging? These look like, I mean, obviously look like coffins. Alright, let's hop into this thing. Are they, like, killing people? What's the thing? Is that our... No, that's not ours. This is ours. Like, nobody has skin. They all have bones, right? Oh, God. I mean... Clearly, Mailing and bottling. So we're at the end of the production here. Clearly they could be doing something to humans. As part of the distilling process? I don't even know. This is where most of our staff ends up. What? Yeah, I'm telling you, I think... Oh my god, what are they doing? Checking the, quality assurance. We used to bottle everything by hand, but these machines are marvelously effective. Made things a bit complicated for the workers. After all, the distillery can't just fire them. How then would they settle their accounts? But there's nowhere else to put them. They keep an eye on things here. Can't be paid as much just to watch, of course. Well, that's progress for you. Yeah, I honestly think they're killing people. One way or another. And making them into whiskey? Does that even make sense? I thought there was another thing to click here. Like, we could just walk around, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, let's drive back around. Whatever happened to these people is happening to Conway. We're gonna do this whole drive in reverse, or are we actually gonna turn around? Alright, cool. Distillation. Which we didn't walk up there or anything. Shipping. Let's go to shipping. This looks like one of his trucks, very close to it. Here it is. Now I have to ask, as a matter of course, what kind of experience do you have driving trucks? I drove deliveries for an antique shop up until this last run. Aha, precious cargo. You'll do just fine. And you can drive safely, can't you? I haven't any doubt now. It's only after what happened with Miguel this evening. What happened with Miguel this evening? Well, the dust is still clearing, of course. Perhaps he closed his eyes a moment, or simply hit a curve too devilish. I do pity ill-fated Miguel. He was good company, and slow to anger. But if we're speaking confidentially, well, with all that lost product to be repaid, bourbon and glass dashed across the interstate, and a few casks too, we're all just thankful he had no next of kin. So, let's see if we can ring up the dispatcher. Little starts the truck and switches on the CB radio. A deep, monotonous voice drones from the dashboard speaker. 10:20 on that load, come back. Radio voice number 1. Up to the Hummingbird Cave. 10:12, City Kitty. Into the radio. This a good time, dispatch? We may have found Miguel's replacement. Thought you might like to get acquainted. 10:09, come again. Introduce yourself. Pleased to meet you. Tell dispatch something impressive about yourself. They're very well regarded here. You folks know anything about a moldy old computer? You folks... 99, wheel holder, gotta pay the water bill. So... I'm certain they'll call back before long. Let's take a look around the truck, eh? Okay. Let's look at the headlights. Headlights work fine, see? Good little fiddles with the controls. That's important. Most of our product goes out at night. You never know who you'll run into in the daylight, and dusk can be treacherously misleading with all that indirect light. Magic hour, eh? Drivers sleep in the day then? Sure, those that sleep. Miguel pulled extra day shifts when he could. Sometimes he'd help me, you know. Sometimes over in bottling. You shouldn't have been out driving at dusk. Weird shadows, soft light, dangerous. Conway had to get off the highway, too loud, too murky? What? He turned off into some gray cornfield in Indiana. Uh-oh, he's having his episode. He watched traffic and birds. Seeing those migrations close up, they looked random. He thought about the load in the trailer, thousands of plastic cups. Somebody wanted those cups in Rockford that night. It was pointless. So, moving on. Oh sure, I know you'll want to look. Kick the tires, that's the thing we do, isn't it? As though our knees could exert the kind of force these tires see out there on the road. We're more likely to hurt ourselves. Isn't it the way, eh? Tires look fine. Oh, I'm sure. It wasn't the tires that failed our dear Miguel. We are quite sure. This is like his truck too? What kind of man was Miguel? As I always say of him, he was good company. Many of us have found ourselves in his position, arrogantly grasping at personal sovereignty when our lives had become unmanageable. There's no shame in it, only condolence. Now, what else can we show you? Wipers. Control the wipers with this knob here. Do little fiddles with the controls. They seem to have a decent torque to them, eh? Can't say how they'd fare in an ice storm, but we must never delay a shipment. Better to assume the risk. Always clear skies down here. So I hear, but most of our product is delivered by surface roads, which feel rain quite often, particularly in the spring months. So I hear. I'm sure the wipers are fine. Of course, what else then? Let's go to the back. Looks like it's just about ready to go out. We have some good, strong folks shipping here, so you never need to worry about loading if you don't want to. Bit hard on the knees and back at our age, eh? Of course, you'll have to unload at the destination, but that's the job. And some drivers like the extra shift stacking and loading here. I shouldn't really do any lifting these days. I see. Well, surely we can spare a dolly and carrying strap for your health and safety. Sounds like a lot of work around here. It's in our interest, friend. After all, we must meet our financial obligations. The truck's radio crackles back to life. Driver, come back. Ah, there's dispatch. Now tell them about your experience. Tell them the truck's in good shape. Tell them you'll start in the morning. I really can't. Yeah, we've got to finish this delivery and a few... 10:33 dispatch. Got 2 black eyes and a flock of crocodiles. Come back. 10:4. Back it down and prick your eyelids, driver. Come back, Lem. 10:4. Come back, wheel holder. Yeah, he's not talking. Dispatch is addressing you. He's here, dispatch. Got your ears on? Good, listen to this. Silence. Okay. So, I think that went well. Let's head back to logistics and seal the deal, eh? And I've got one more thing to show you. Park? Is that what you're showing us? The park? Oh, no, we're parking right back there. Let's head back upstairs, eh? I have one more thing to show you. Wait, we only came here looking for some answers about this stupid moldy computer. Oh, the old man in the cave with the moldy computer. That black mold, it's drawn to whiskey. It feeds on ethanol fumes, you see. As we age the whiskey, some of it inevitably evaporates into the air. The angels share. It goes through the vents here and out into the caves. If we can scrape up that mold, we can usually apply some pressure and cold to it, squeeze and condense the angel share back into drinkable whiskey. Every drop counts when you're making a living on the stuff. So we'd go down and scrape it off his equipment, just like any other place it grows. He kept sending his people here to drive us away. Paranoid. Truly paranoid. Well, now we have the formula, so we don't need to go collecting mold. We didn't do anything to his moldy computer. He just forgot the password. One of his assistants shared it with me. Dome in air. That'll get you going, I'm sure of it. So, join me upstairs? Wait, how far upstairs? All the way upstairs. If you don't mind... Oh yeah, take the headgear off. Adding machine. Alright. Here it is. A beauty, wouldn't you say? It's an antique, you know. What is it? Why, it's an adding machine. This is where we come for our daily ritual, to calculate the day's interest and repayment according to the formula. I usually do so at the beginning of my shift, so I know how many hours I need in order to keep up. Yes, I believe you'll do well here, sir. Happy to have you. Congratulations, you're hired. Wait, we can't... It's customary here to start each day with a shift drink. Let's make it special, mark the occasion. Oh my god. This is the top shelf stuff now, a single barrel. He doesn't... Down the hatch. Vinum memori mors. Oh, I can't move my cursor anymore. I didn't even click that. Holy shit, the game did it. Decent enough? Welcome aboard. Okay, so that's why he smelled like alcohol. He's not working for you. We have to get back to this. He has a delivery to make. What's this? Not working? Are you turning down this opportunity? She's right. I have to make this, I'm disappointed. And I'm afraid that leaves us with a delicate problem. As I indicated, this is the top shelf stuff you're drinking now. It isn't cheap. If it's not your first shift drink, well, and there's a matter of this tour just now, my time and experience are billed at quite a premium. This is not good for you, my friend. We're in quite deep. By my back-of-the-envelope estimations, well, we have that in common, I suppose. All of us. Yes, I'm afraid you'll have to work this off somehow. It's just the way of it. What's happening right now? You can start tomorrow. Take the time to settle your affairs. Of course, the interest begins to compound immediately. And, well, we'll go over the formula when you get here. I should get back to work. See you tomorrow, then. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. So I think, I mean, I don't really, but I think they capture people into, like, high-interest loans or whatever, and the interest is higher than what they're paying them, so they get stuck working there forever. Kind of like a capitalist metaphor. And now Conway is stuck. So I guess I start in the morning. I guess. I'm confused. It's just the way things go, kid. Huh. Well, that still gives us a few hours to roam, right? Where's that ferry? Look at this crew. The eclectic and odd bunch. And the truck is still on. So yeah, so it's like that distillery is almost like symbolic for like a capitalist grave where you get into debt, you can never get out of debt, and I think those might be actual skeletons then? Oh my gosh. A woolly mammoth. And yeah, maybe that's just like, or it's metaphorically they're appearing as skeletons and they're in debt. Maybe like Conway is, you know, 25% in debt, like a lag or whatever that is. End of Act 3. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright. So we'll head back to this main... Achievement unlocked, Act 3. The main, yeah, right here. And next time we're going to do Here and There Along the Echo. It'll be an intermission and we'll just knock it out in one episode. I don't know how long it is. So we'll find out next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Take care. Goodbye.